Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week's reflection. Welcome back to the cathedral on this cool but beautiful morning. And I'm going to invite you, before we begin, is just to give thanks to God for something this week. This week I'm going to keep it pretty short, straight to the point. And Jesus gives us 3 parables of what the kingdom of heaven is like. The first is a peasant finds a treasure in a field. He can't possess that treasure, but it's more than he's ever wanted in his whole life. So he goes away, he sells everything in order to buy that field. There's a rich merchant a merchant anyway, who's obviously used to trading in jewels and other things. And he finds this pearl of exquisite value that he's not able to possess at the time. But so much does he want this pearl, he sells everything to buy it. And the kingdom of heaven is also like a net that is thrown and covers everything. And when the net is gathered, the fishermen take home that which is good and reject that which doesn't meet the mark. Whenever I've talked to year 5s in different contexts, especially when I was doing some religious instruction in New South Wales, they would always, whenever I asked them, have you got a question to ask? The first question they always asked was, is heaven real? Is hell real? Khalil Gibran, the poet, once wrote, hell is not a place of torment, of fire, of torture. Hell is an empty heart. Jesus' parables of the kingdom of heaven are really there to stimulate a choice. And in each of these parables, there is a joy at finding such treasure. There is a freedom in selling everything in order to possess, in order to, in a sense, dwell with that possession. And I guess in the good old days, and even today maybe, some of this is used as a reward-punishment system around entering the kingdom of heaven. I'm a bit of a fan of not waiting till I'm dead until I experience the kingdom of heaven. And so my challenge for us this week is, how can you and I, through our thoughts, our words, our actions, bring the kingdom of heaven to earth now? What are the things that we would like to celebrate? The joys, the treasures that we have to hold lightly and can't possess, because if we did, we'd lose touch of them. How free are we to detach from all the things that we think are important in our lives? And what does receiving or rejecting God's grace really look like? I hope that this week you can bring some of the kingdom of heaven into your earthly life, your earthly homes, and your earthly hearts this week.